Here at RT, our motto is question more. And what this means more than anything is to critically think about what you're being told by the mainstream. RT offers a different perspective than the MSN and tends to host more adversarial journalism, dare I say, tapping into the roots of what real journalism should be. People all over the world are tuning in because they want to see real reporting done about America's domestic and foreign policy. According to a recent study, RT leads all other channels in the level of people watching daily in Canada. But the channel's growing popularity hasn't come without controversy.
RT is the state-run, English-speaking Russian channel. It's kind of like Al Jazeera.
The Kremlin already controls domestic television. Now it's going after the international audience to repair a national image tarnished by war, corruption, and assaults on democracy.
Under Vladimir Putin, freedom of the press was stifled as Kremlin-approved oligarchs bought up media outlets one after another. And none of those channels, including RT, is about to bite the hand that feeds them.
Now, a lot of people will say, yeah, RT does have spin because it's government-sponsored. But let's examine the premise at work here. Glenn Greenwald wrote an article that sums it up pretty nicely, shining a light on the people and money behind the scenes. He asks, is there a rule that says it's perfectly okay for a journalist to work for a media outlet owned and controlled by a weapons manufacturer, like NBC or MSNBC, or owned by the US and British governments, like the BBC, Stars and Stripes, as well as the Voice of America? Or how about owned by Rupert Murdoch and a Saudi prince, aka the benefactors of the Wall Street Journal and the so-called fair and balanced journalistic stylings of Fox News? Or what about the banking corporation with long-standing ties to right-wing governments that fund Politico? How about for-profit corporations whose profits depend upon staying in the good graces of the US government? Or what about loyalists to one of the two major political parties in the US? But it's apparently a violation of journalistic integrity to run a Russian media outlet. Where did that rule come from? Remember, RT didn't sit on the Bush wiretapping story for a year or disseminate government propaganda aiding this country into an illegal and immoral war. That was the New York Times. Now, I work at the station because I care about the future of this country and where we're headed as a people. I don't think that we can make the best decisions or govern ourselves if we're not an informed citizenry. We need to vote with our best interests. I've seen the corporate media model fail time and time again when they cater to the establishment. And I'm honored to be given a platform with zero censorship or any sort of person from the top telling me what I can and can't say here. It's all coming from my heart. And I live by the motto of this network, and I hope that you do too, to always, always question and question more.